Alright, we're back. Is everything working? Yeah, it looks like everything's working. Audio's been a little bit funky the last couple of days, so I like to make sure when I go live everything's all good. I've got this J4 Javelin in the build queue. I don't know what it's set up for. So we're gonna really quickly hit edit, take a look at it, see what it's got going on, and then we're gonna go pick up a contract that'll match that, hopefully. So let's see. Looks like it's a film camera. It's pretty good. Let's not edit it. And well, look who's back. You're back. I've been back for a week. How you doing, Hokie? Good to see you. take some film. Yeah, I think we can do this one. 200 kilometers? Easy. Let's do it. And we can also do experimental rocket planes. This is totally doable. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna duplicate this and just change the sticker on it. No, but Hoki, how you been? I know we played D&D this weekend, or like last weekend, but still, like, how you been? Let's catch up. Okay. This will be J5. Just changing the stickers up. Save those edits. And I guess we can get some upgrade points. Seems like a good amount. I've got a big long tech queue. Yeah. Let's put 2 in VAB, 2 in R&D. So we can now build these rockets in 128 days. And some of these techs are still taking a while. Alright. Regardless, we're going to prep an arrow for air launch. We'll fly that right away. So, let's see, distance from Space Center. Let's go 200 kilometers. All this other stuff looks pretty good. So yeah, let's get it in the air. Fill the tanks and send it up. Get some science from going fast and high. Oh god, all of my windows are gone. Like in the wrong place. Come on. Let's see what our contract goals. Is this experimental rocket planes contract? We need to reach 320 meters per second above 10 kilometers. Do that good to throttle down and just draw out the burn as long as possible on this thing. Getting it as low as possible, that way we can draw it out burn as long as possible. Let's keep an eye on these engines. I don't want to overburn. We've got 360 seconds before the engine blows up, so no reason to really skirt with that. Stay above 300 and above 10 kilometers. We'll get a lot of science from this supersonic flight. Basically just trying to keep the throttle as low as possible while still gaining speed. So that'll give us the maximum amount of time. Supersonic. Here we go. At about 50% throttle. Because this thing, it hits minimum throttle at about 25%. So. and that's about as low as I can take the throttle. We're at 31%. But any lower, and I think I'd risk shutting down the engines, which obviously don't want. Yeah. Plane. We're doing it. We're doing the fast. Well, we're trying to not do the fast very much. We've got our throttle about as low as it'll go. But yeah, this thing's pretty good. We're at about third throttle, so we've got about 90 seconds left. So we'll get about 300 seconds out of this burn. And then whatever we can coast before we drop below 300 meters per second. If I could just like tap control tiniest amount. Got it down to 30%. I really don't want to risk taking it any lower than that. Let's see. What's this info? Okay. So yeah, we max out at 8 minutes of supersonic time. That's the most this thing can do. You got sound alerts now? Yeah, I just set them up. If you spam them, they won't be here next week. That's kind of how I'm playing it. Haven't quite figured out how to put a cooldown on them. If you really spam them, I'll stop stream. You can hit them a little bit, just don't be annoying with it, you know? I don't know. Gonna get 30 alerts? Oh no. Oh no. Alright, and there's our burnout. Right now. Okay. Each on 10 different accounts? Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I should have made them more expensive. Ugh. Terazito, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Alright. We've just got to stay above 300 for another 50 seconds and we get the full run out of this flight. New MiG-21 looking lit. It's a rocket MiG-21. Let's call it that. Not quite, but you know, strap a gun to the front of this thing and maybe. How you doing today? Actually, this doesn't look too much like the MiG-21. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. I'm gonna dump the nose to try to keep my speed a little bit better. I don't know if this is working. Doing fine? Glad to hear it. 10 seconds? Oh, we got it. We're golden. Now I just need to figure out how to land this thing. Welcome to the bullying club. That does kind of feel like what it is. Wait, why is it still going? We have a third of a sample, a third... Oh, shoot. I'm dumb. I was thinking a quarter. Okay. So if we wanted the full amount, we'd have to run it for 8 minutes, not 6 minutes. Okay. But yeah, how familiar are you with Kerbal Space Program, Terazito? You do it with the mods, or you do it stock, or what? Perhaps an RP1 connoisseur? Alright. Gotta figure out how to set this thing down. I think last time I tried to land this thing, I almost crashed it. But that was like Tuesday, so it was a while ago. Been playing since 2015, 2016. That's probably about when I got into it. Saw a Scott Manley video just randomly showed up in my feed, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And now I'm studying to be an aerospace engineer. That's pretty much how my life has gone. Yeah. Played with a lot of mods, but never bothered with the real solar system one. Let me tell you, it's really tough, but it's super satisfying when you actually like get something working. Like in a save I'm doing in my personal time, like off stream, I just did a lunar impactor this morning, and it took me forever to actually get it right, but it like I genuinely like jumped out of my seat when I finally hit. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Gotta bring this thing in. Like the more fast-paced nature of the stock system. Fair enough. Yeah, no, there's a lot of merit to that. Like, once you get into like crewed flights and stuff, it can genuinely take you a couple hours just to throw together a single mission. Which, yeah, 6.9k points. Yeah. Yeah. Like, just because of that, I've gotten burned out on RP1 several times before. Alright, air brakes out. Let's get down to like 180, 170. I think KSP2 will have a bigger system, so I'll wait for that. Yeah, fair enough. Well, KSP2, it looks like they're going for multiple solar system. Flaps out and a gear. We stay in the air pretty much until 60 meters per second. Alright. A little high, a little fast. Bring it down, slow it down. God, it's always nerve-wracking landing planes, and I just realized I didn't do a quick save. Heard from the voices in my head probably that it'll have some kind of multiplayer elements. Yeah, they have they've been saying that. Oof. Didn't like that. We didn't come down totally level. We were tipping a little bit, but we're okay. Okay. Glad there are no voices in my head yet. Yeah. No, but I'm excited for the multiplayer. And once the mods come out, I think it would be really fun to get a couple of my friends together and like make some planes and dogfight them. Like, see not only who is the better engineer, but also the better pilot. That sounds cool to me. Let's retract the gear for the air launch next time. And recover it to the spaceplane hangar. Yeah. Okay, so we had that. Let's see, we got 4.3 science from that. That's not bad. That's really not bad for the early game. Don't have many friends to play KSP, sadly. Here. Join the Discord, if you have Discord. And maybe, you'll make a couple. Alright. So let's recover that plane. See what 5 research points will get us. Not a whole lot. Guess we could go up here. Better and better air launch. Ooh, most of the Century series fighters, okay. Supersonic jets in this node? Nice. Does the mod use real Delta V maps? Oh, so there aren't any Delta V maps included in the mod, but yeah, like the Delta V to get into orbit is 9,200, which is about what it takes in real life. Same for translunar injection. It's like 3,200, pretty much what it is in real life. Um, I'm not using Principio, which is a mod that adds like realistic physics, not just the two body stuff that Kerbal has. Um, so that'll really mess with stuff if you get that. And I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. Let's see here. Early material science coming up. Okay, aluminum 2. Yeah. Oh man, that sounds like hella calculations for the CPU. Yeah, it's pretty CPU intensive from what I hear. Like I think my computer could handle it. I don't think my brain could. I think it would break me. My computer's pretty good. I'm not. Okay. J4, let's go. This is a film camera that we're sending up to take some pretty little pictures of Cuba. And then 160 days to early material science. Oof. All right. But yeah, I think Principia is really the only major mod that I left out. I think. I don't know. There's probably something else that somebody's like, oh, how could you forget the mod that lets your Kerbal hold a guitar? And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. Okay. Surface. We want our heading to be 180 for no other reason other than it feels cooler to me to actually send your spy camera over something. Did I actually take that contract? Yeah, low space film return. Alright. Let's do it. Shit, my man got the V1. This is more V2. The V1 was like it was basically a drone. It was a bomb with wings and a little computer to fly it. Start pitching over. Yeah, V2. Right. You're just gonna let it naturally tip over with gravity. We are gonna send it straight over Miami, so hopefully that doesn't come into play, really. It even sounds like it. Well, it's using the RD100, which is that's basically the engine the V2 used. And damn, this is getting some speed. Ooh, we sheared our fins. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't need those anyways. Yeah, why'd this thing take off so aggressively? I don't remember it doing that. Oh, you know what it is? We don't have any sounding payload on it. Alright. I'm gonna stage the fairings just so we can start getting some pictures. And then going to stage the camera. There we go. And this bit should come back. The V2 will splash harmlessly down into the Caribbean. All right, let's time warp a little bit. I want to get to some exciting missions today. Yeah. Yeah, so good to know. I might want to put a little bit of ballast in that thing in the future, even if it doesn't need any extra equipment for the contract, just to kind of keep the thrust to weight ratio under control, because that was nasty on the way up. we gone far enough? Ooh. Yeah, all we gotta do is come home. Let's actually see here. How far did we go? 360 kilometers. That's not bad. And in a little bit, we're gonna upgrade it with a new engine. And oh, that's probably what happened. Is I upgraded the engine, but didn't stretch it at all. Yeah, I think I did upgrade the engine last time. Didn't change the tanks though. And as a result, you got a more powerful engine, same size of the tank, and yeah, you're gonna go up a lot faster. Alright, let's time warp this. Coming down in the Florida Keys. Alright. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's a little special in the head. Alright. The chute is gonna open, right? I always get nervous when these things are coming down that I configured something wrong and it's not gonna open. Please? Okay, there we go. Okay. That's not all that bad of a descent rate. 8 meters per second, we take that. I guess this camera doesn't weigh a whole lot. Alright. And we splash down. Can I recover this, or are you gonna bounce yourself into pieces? There we go. Got it. You gotta click when it's going slow. Like, less than a meter per second. That's the trick. Gotta have those fast reflexes. Yeah. Alright. So, about 3 science from that. 3.1. Not bad, not bad. We take that. I don't think that's gonna let us get anything, so I'm not even gonna bother looking in the R&D building. Film return. 400 kilometers. That rocket can't do that. That rocket can 100% do low space biological experimentation, though. So we'll just adapt the payload. Leave the rocket the exact same. Alright. Alright. Rocket's good, you can stay the same. And let's just swap out the film camera for a little biological sample. Some mice or something. What's the 75 units of payload? Really quick, I'm gonna add a J6 to the queue because we are gonna need another one. And it's easiest to do it while I'm in here. So add that to the queue, then go back to J5, change the decal. It is a little bit of a pain in the neck to redo the decals every launch. Okay, 75 units of sounding payload. There we go, 75. So yeah, this tank can hold up to 500 liters. So it'll handle basically any payload we need to put up on this thing. And then let me double check my hypothesis there. Is that, yes, it is an RD-102. And yeah, we're only using about half the burn time because I didn't want to retool the tank. Alright. Let's save those edits. Five goes before 6. Recondition the launch pad, and when do we get the X2 engine? That's something I was meaning to check. It's right there. Okay. So yeah, down here at basic rocketry. Okay. J5. Yep, that's the next thing we're doing. Roll that out to the pad. And we don't do nighttime launches without a good reason here, so we're going to warp until day. Now, hopefully this thing does well. So far, test flight has been pretty kind with engine failures. We had one failure of a booster on an Aerobee. But I'm hoping that's not a sign of stuff to come. So, nice morning launch. Let's make sure we start the biological sample and start heading up. I'm gonna tilt over about 5 degrees just so if this thing does fail, it doesn't come down on the launch pad. Because that would be bad. Wouldn't want that. Alright. And how high does this thing need to go? 120 kilometers. Oh, we should bust that wide open. No problem. I'm just gonna send this thing as high as I can. So 340. Not bad. I'm gonna break the fairing open so we can start getting some more science. Because some things need the fairing open to do science. I'm gonna stay connected to this rocket though, because while it's producing a lot of drag, it is also a lot of weight, which means the drag isn't doing much. And I can use it to kind of throw me up. There we go. Alright. Let's speed this one up. We are in space. All we need to do is come home. Oh. We need a sounding payload of at least 75 units. We had that on the rocket, but we staged it. So if this thing comes back, I'm just going to cheat complete the contract, because we did everything we were supposed to. I just hit spacebar a couple of seconds too early. And I'd like to be able to move forward. Alright. Here we go. And that's something you gotta do with RP1 is a lot of times you need to use discretion with contracts, and sometimes you got bullshit like this that you wanna just sort of bypass. Because we did have that payload. Alright, bring it down. And this is the exact same parachute, so it should open at 2 kilometers and catch us at about 500. Though, I don't know, we're going a little bit faster, I think. Yeah, never mind. We're also a lot lighter, so it's gonna take a while for us to come down. 25 seconds about. even in ×4 speed. Alright. But I think pretty soon we're gonna be giving our Javelin a pretty substantial upgrade. New tanks, new fuel. Oh no, are we sinking? Okay. We didn't have to sink all the way to the bottom. That would have been bad. Alright. Okay. So J5 was a success. J6, 123 days out. We can bring that down with some points in the BAB. And this early materials science tech node, that's something I was waiting for. Because with that, I can go in and we can design our rocket that'll do our 3,000 kilometer downrange. Which anybody who's done RP1 knows is a big contract. Fair amount of stuff that can go wrong with it. Anyways, though. Let's grab a dart. Pull the parachute off because we're not recovering this. Pull the launch clamp off because this is going to be a second stage. 30 minutes of charge. Not bad, not bad. Okay. AJ 1027. Let's do that one. Get the best tanks we got. I'm gonna knock this up to 400 millimeters because it can be a little bit like the length gets a little bit ridiculous if you stick with 3. So this guy needs 52 seconds of fuel, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 52 seconds. So I'm reading my MechJeb readout down there. 52.37, that's good enough. Alright. So this will be DJ1, I guess. Alright. DJ1. Oh, let's get a better font than that. There we go. I like that. DJ1. Aero B, of course, doesn't need fins. And we'll merge a Javelin with it. Just as soon as we work some stuff out with this. There we go. So this stuff can all stay. How you doing, Undead? Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. What's the diameter on this? 1.6. Let's get an inner stage here. Base of 1.6. Top of 400 millimeters. Yeah, 4 is about right here. I think this should be conic. And let's stick those in there until extra height. There we go. Right now playing a game with your mom. The game is like 30 years old and your mom played it 25 years ago, and now we play it together and try to finish it again. Ooh, what game is it? I like old games. That's how I started out, is playing old games. Okay. Fairing's tooled up there. So, about how much do we save by reusing the tooling? Let's see. So like something reasonable would be wait, hang on. I screwed up. There we go. That goes there. Yeah, so something reasonable would be like let me close the fairing so I can actually see what's happening here. Hexen. I have not heard of Hexen. Yeah, that would be like something reasonable. Which let's see, we for sure want to tool this. We for sure want to tool this as soon as we get that configured. And we want to tool the nose cone. Tool the avionics. So only thing untooled is the fairing. That saves us 19 days. Well, not really 30 years. It was published in 1995. That's basically 30 years ago. You have to teach your mom everything, how to move everything. She, I thought she played this game when she was younger. Yeah, I think I want to reuse the tooling. There we go. Is that not tooled? Forgot to tool the boat tail? Huh. Okay. We're gonna use the RD-102. Once again, best tank we have. Fill that up with fuel. Yes, but do you think she remembers and they're like different controls now? Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. What's this thing's burn time? 83 seconds? We can definitely get there. It's 86. 83. Oh, that's quite a stretch. What mods are you using or something like? What mod pack? I'm using RP1. Which, do you know CCAN? I know you've modded Kerbal before, but have you done it manually or have you used CCAN? Yeah, CCAN? Yeah. So, if you go into CCAN with a 1.12.3, yeah, no, CCAN is a godsend. You go into CCAN with a 1.12.3 install. Basically, just search up RP1. You should get something called RP1 Express install. Click that, and it'll do the install. Let's keep that orange. And then one thing we need to figure out. This is not something my space program has ever done before. We're lighting this engine in the air, and there's a problem with that, is when you light something in the air and you're just sort of floating around, the fuel in your tank is also floating around, so it gets all bubbly, and you get pressure into the engine, and all sorts of nasty stuff that'll really stop you from working. So the way you get around that is you need to be accelerating when you light the engine. The way you do that is you use a nice little solid rocket motor that doesn't run into those issues with pressurant because its propellant's all solid. No way it takes that in consideration? Oh, but it does. It does. Your engine will not light if you are not accelerating. RP1 is fun. Oh, your power bill got bumped? That's rough. So yeah, we've got these nice solid rockets that are gonna get us moving. Just allow the engine to light. RP1 is fun in its own way. It's fun if you're a masochist, which I am. I'm a little bit of a masochist. So yeah, you get these solid rocket motors in there, and they'll let us light that engine. The more I'm looking at it, the more I think I hate these fairings. Thank God most of my bills are covered by the state. Yeah. Yeah. This thing's also just kind of, it's too tall. Let's call this the DJ. One thing we can do, we can pull out the sounding payload tank, because we don't need this. This thing is just meant to go far. You can kind of think of it like a proof of concept that you can reach orbit. Alright. I don't like this fairing, but it's by far going to be the cheapest way to do it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Krar! We probe in Uranus? We're gonna try. We're gonna do our best. I can rip the science out of here to make it lighter. That's what else I can do. How you been, Krar? Long time no see. You canceled game night and then I stopped coming. Alright. So if I tool that, it's down to 115. No one came? I came to game night. So I'm gonna be busy now, so yeah. Yeah, no, starting next week I got school, which my schedule's kind of wacky. I've got class from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday and Wednesday, and no other classes. So I've just got 2 really bad days. But 4-day weekend, so that's nice. Alright. I'm gonna make sure that this works like I think it will. Got college starting next week too? Nice. What are you studying? Oh wait, staging. Forgot about that one. Gonna be out of the house from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. unfortunately. Yeah, we both got the 12-hour day. Want that in the staging. So let's do like that. Computer science and linguistics. I'm taking my first comp sci class this semester, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not super good with computers. Like I think I'm thoroughly average with computers. Hope you like binary. Oh boy. Let's simulate this. Yeah. Oh, but you've got the, Krar, you've got the 12-hour day 4 days a week. Yikes. Well, I kind of have that, because I guess it's not every week, but, my girlfriend's gonna be far away from me, so with my nice 4-day weekends, I'm probably gonna spend 2 of those days on the train trying to visit her. Taking public transportation? Yeah. Gas is expensive. Okay. So let's warp to morning. There we go. Morning. And learning to add, subtract, divide, and multiply in binary? Oof. Our decent metro system. Do you actually have subways where you are? We don't. Or I guess I do, but I have to take a train to get to my subways. Okay. So this rocket is to satisfy a contract to go 3,000 kilometers that way. So we're going to see how we do. I don't know if you guys can read it, but this number here is my downrange distance. Metros, not subways, unless you consider them the same. What's the difference between a metro and a subway? Subways are underground. So what's a metro then? Just an above ground train? Subway is the sandwich place? That's true. It's very true. So my goal here is to get this rocket tilted to 45 degrees, which is this line here, going through 90. I wanted that to happen before this engine burns out, because I have basically no control of the rocket after that point. It's just going whichever direction it's going. Until I went once to Subway and got food poisoning. Yeah, pretty standard Subway experience. Alright, gonna keep pushing that nose down. That's our engine lit. That doesn't spin as much as I wanted it to. We'll cope. We don't know it's a problem yet. I went to Subway in 8. Good job. So proud of you. Can everybody clap? There's no problem if we don't see the problem. Hey, what? He ate. Didn't you hear him? Alright. So, let's see. That's a pretty good arc. Yeah, that looks alright. Most of the way to Africa. Yeah, he's back. He could have ate anything. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm watching this number go up. Needs to hit 3,000. Or I'm gonna feel like a fool for all the money I've spent on this thing, making it not work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna smash it. So we're even covered in the case of like an engine failure, because we've got 1.5 thousand kilometers extra. So we'll throw one of these in the build queue. So this will be, we'll save it. This will be DJ1. Let's tool that tank. And yeah, we're good. It wants me to spend money on the new Aerobee? Fine. That's one thing about RP1 is you have to spend money on like each new part you use. Like, you get a new engine, you research it, too bad, you can't use it. You gotta spend like a couple $1,000. Gets old. Wants me to spend money? Forget about it. Yeah. What's our contract? Oh, I meant to force complete that. Control Alt F12. Because feels dumb that I would fail it because I staged a second too early. even if the rocket still went where it was supposed to. Cave Johnson mindset. Probably already talked about it, but how was your trip? Cool. I got the plague. And a penguin shat on me. What else? I saw a sea lion give birth. Lot of really cool stuff happened. Please send help. You got to get to the moon. Okay, sounding payload of 115. We can do that. Imagine getting shatted on by a penguin. I don't have to. I'm living it. Living the dream, baby. Okay. Let's see, what engines do we got here? Do I save up the extra 0.3 for this absolute beast of an engine? Or do I go for the moon? 7, 8. Need a penguin emote now? Some people would envy it? Oh yeah, no. I'm proud of this fact. Need a penguin emote? I'll see if I can get K Kutna working on it. If we're lucky, we can get it before he starts school. Alright. I think we save up. So what's the plan? We're gonna steal the moon? Yeah, that's the purpose of any space program. Actually, casters. I love these little solid rocket boys. It's proud of getting shattered by a penguin, okay? Okay, you're missing the important part here. You're missing the most important part. Can't forget that one. Alright. J6. Oh, I forgot to put the payload on this. 115 units. Yeah. Like, Krar. We've got a pretty good sample size here. There's what, 3 people in chat? Any of you ever been shat on by a penguin? Space Agency's goal is to make sure the moon is not made out of cheese? No, our goal is to establish the moon is made out of cheese. What are you talking about? 115. No? Okay. 2 out of 3 have said no. Can't afford to see penguins? Bro, San Diego Zoo is right there. If you wanted to, you'd find a way. Right? You got like SeaWorld and stuff in Southern California, right? Alright. We save that. They don't come close to you though? You go to them, right? You're listing problems, I'm seeing solutions. Alright, let's get a morning launch. Still can't afford it? Closest place where penguins naturally live to you is Argentina? Yeah, I was in Ecuador. So, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be the next person to inspire a Harambe situation. Penguins live over here too, but in zoos. Yeah, that's what I'm telling Krar. Is if he wanted to, he'd find a way. Alright. What are we doing here? 140 kilometers before the stage. Let's start the sample. There we go. 140. Let's fire this thing up. Just break the glass real quick. Yeah, it's glass. Right? If they really wanted to keep people out, why is it glass? Something notoriously fragile. It's like they want you in there, Krar. I feel like I'm legally obligated to say I don't condone bothering penguins. I wasn't going up to this guy at all. Like he swam up to me and shat. Fences really wanted to keep me out. Why are there holes in them? Exactly. Alright. This is the last time we're launching one of these little stumpy boys with the big engine. Because it's just not a recipe for success. And whoa, hold on, Krar. I am 21 years old. I am not a troubled child. I am a troubled adult. Show me the respect I deserve. Alright. Let's get rid of our fairings here. And I guess we're riding this guy all the way up to 140. You were a troubled child who became an adult. There you go. If I'm that troubled, how did I become an adult? Really makes you think. Alright. Let's time warp. From now on, we only launch long boys. There's the moon. Sometimes you can see the moon during these launches. But I do not. Probably on the other side of the Earth. Yeah. Alright, we come back down. How does it feel to have KSP2 delayed again? What? What? When did this happen? Are you kidding me? Did this happen recently? I don't think it got delayed again. Last time it got delayed was in May. Yeah, no, it's been not coming out in May. Or it's been not coming out in 2022 since May. I wouldn't mind, really. What, having it delayed? Yeah, they're saying early 2023. That's gonna get pushed to mid 2023. More time to make the game? Yeah, like, I don't care how long it takes them as long as they do a good job. Right? That's what I want. I want to get a good game out of it. It's gonna get delayed again for sure. Well, so I don't know about this for sure, but I feel like not a lot of games are released early in the year. Right? I feel like you want to ride the end of the school year with releasing a game. Yeah, no, we don't want Cyberpunk. And honestly, some of the stuff they've been saying has made me a little bit worried about a Cyberpunk situation, because they, like, any time a studio makes these absolutely, like, crazy impressive claims about a game, it's usually going to fall short. And we've heard some pretty impressive stuff about Kerbal Space Program 2. And we heard pretty impressive stuff about Fallout 76 before it came out, Cyberpunk 2077, No Man's Sky, even back with, like, Spore, right? They've been doing this forever. 2022 had a strong start for games. What came out this year? Don't even talk about Spore. I like Spore. I like Spore, it just wasn't what they promised. Arma Reforger? Cool. Oh, Elden Rings, yeah. I guess people did like that, huh? I still haven't played it. But I'm not a Dark Souls guy, so I don't think it's my thing. I like it too, but the game was so different in the E3s. Yeah. Yeah, no, for real. I just want to play 6 Days in don't play that one. By far a superior game than the one we've got. Yeah, and this stuff happens all the time, right? Like, oh, are we sinking? We're sinking. Come back. No, it's a good game. I want to hear the story. Let's not talk about 6 Days in Fallujah, okay? Let's talk about Spore, right? Spore, I think, has, or had more potential than perhaps any other game. There's some people making a Spore-inspired game. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how you do it, because to me, the problem with Spore is it's really unfocused. Like they essentially tried to make, what, 1, 2, 3... They tried to make 4 different games. Because I'm counting the tribal and the civilization stage as the same game. Because they functionally are. It's called Thrive, and it's way more realistic. Huh. I'll have to look into that. From cell stage to space. Well, that's like the whole... That's all of Spore. Right? And the problem I have with Spore is it's super unfocused. DCS Apache released. Cool. Not really a helicopter guy, but if you are, that's probably cool. We're gonna take this down range milestone. And... oh, what do I want to do? I want to... let's see. I want to do whichever one of these has the biggest payout. So that's 37 for the altitude. 58, I think, for the downrange. And 37. But the low space film return gets us science. So we'll take that. Science is important. Lawnmower Simulator released? You're a MIG kind of guy? I don't know. Just so I don't know. I play a little bit of War Thunder in my free time, and by a little bit I mean quite a bit. And I'm just now getting to jets, which is pretty cool, but like by far the favorite plane of mine that I've ever flown is the P-47. Yeah, no, War Thunder is pain. It is not fun. It hurts. This guy about to diss the entire Soviet focus tree, watch it. No, actually, I think Soviet planes are actually very good in War Thunder. Like I genuinely shit my pants a little bit when I see a Yak-3. War Thunder's not realistic enough? Yeah? Who cares? It's fun. At least I don't play League. Yeah, no, I think people should limit themselves to one game that makes them want to die. And with me, it's War Thunder. Cool. Alright. Let's get a preset and go with, I think it was Delta before? No, it was a Long March that we did. I generally shit my pants when I see a P-47. I enjoy the fire hose of just 8 50 caliber machine guns. It's pretty good. Cause I know this man is rocking 1,050 cals. Yeah. I just play gacha games for that. So I've heard the term before. I don't really know what people mean when they say gacha game. Lyman by LA7 with 250 20 mils. Yeah, so that's the reason I can't fly Soviets, is there's just not enough ammo. I always run out. Alright. Alright. There we go. We've recreated the film capsule. Basically games with character loot boxes. Oh, like Genshin? Better get used to it because basically all the jets are like it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no. I'm gonna miss being able to spray in my P-51. Alright. Okay. Yeah, no, even I don't go for that. Like I like a little bit of masochism. I like a little bit of grind. I'm not in it for that stuff though. Let's see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna reroute. Ah, shoot. Gmod is the best game. Never played Gmod. Have no desire to. Yeah. Portal 2 is fantastic. I am big fan of Portal 2. Nope, not Postal 2. Not that one. You're wrong. Get out of here. Alright. Now I just gotta get my decal. I like decals. Let's see. Helvetica, obviously, and this will be J07. And I want to try to get it to be that nice bluish green. That's needs to be a little bit more blue. There you go. Yeah. Stellaris is fun. I have yet to play a Portal game. Should I get on top of that? You should 100% get on top of that. Base my entire personality on Cave Johnson, and I have no shame admitting that. J.K. Simmons is, dare I say, the best voice actor of all time. That is a statement that I have made, and I will stand by until my dying breath. Oh, also, I want to really quickly, I want to grab the Javelins. I want to grab its sounding tank. There we go. Yeah, can't argue with that. Ah, get me more pictures of Spider-Man. He's the best. I don't know many North American voice actors because you're from Brazil. J.K. Simmons is Cave Johnson. He voices Cave Johnson. If you've watched the old like Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, he's J. Jonah Jameson. Actually, he's J. Jonah Jameson in the new Spider-Man movies. Huh. I didn't realize that. I'm fucking dumb. Yeah. He's fantastic. So J. He's also the voice of Omni-Man if you've seen Invincible. Just real great voice actor. People say that Brazil has one of the best voice actors out there. Who would that be? This will be Javelin 2.0. I'll just save that. Wait, I should put that in a subassembly, huh? Yeah. Okay. Javelin 2. Electric Boogaloo. In general, I mean? Oh, gotcha. But the best in my opinion is Guilherme Briggs. Voice range of that guy is breathtaking. Huh. I have not heard of him, but I'm always looking to get new stuff. So I'll check him out. I'm gonna copy paste that into Notepad right now. Boom. Okay. He was in Madagascar? Who is this dude? I don't know who this is. Okay, I'll look into him later. Right now I want to... Why did I simulate this thing? Am I dumb? The Rock is actually the best voice actor? What has The Rock even voice acted? Alright. So this will be J07. Unless I already put it there. I did not. Okay. Oh, he was Maui. Yeah. I actually didn't see Moana. I just know it was a little bit of a meme. Upgrades, people. I'm just gonna put everything in R&D because we're building rockets fast enough now. I just want to get some of this stuff wrapped up. Early science. Nice. We can now put mass spectrometers on our rockets. DJ1. Do I want to put a mass spectrometer on that? No, I kind of want that thing as light as possible. Okay. Roll that out to the pad, and let's see how far I'll go. That's a song from Moana, and I only know that because I was in band in high school, and we had to play that song. Yeah, I was a trumpet guy. Was on the brass, back row, blasting straight into the clarinet's ears. You know, they deserve it. Well, it's maybe a little mean. Okay. Let's go. This guy's gonna go far. Alright, and let's just follow our velocity vector now. A little bit of long-range elephant hunting. I don't know. I have gotten this kind of rocket to Africa before. I don't think this one can do it. Like, even if I flew it perfectly. Alright. Just trying not to tip over too much. Remember, our goal is 45 degrees, which is right there. So, I'm gonna stop the tilt there. Ready to stage. Here we go. And boom. I mean, if this thing lit, it should make it all the way. I think. Let's see. Do we have a mean time between failure on this? 20 minutes. We're not burning this thing for 20 minutes, so should be okay. Should be. Alright. Doesn't look like we're going quite as high as we did in the sim. but that's fine. We way cleared the goal in the sim, so wow, that is pretty good looking. And this game looks so good with mods. Did we finish it? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's delete all messages and watch this thing burn up. Because we are going crazy fast. There goes our engine. And our nose, and we're gone. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Getting paid. We doing it. I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like we could maybe hit orbit today. I don't know though. Let me take a look at our tech queue. So I can go for orbit at 1956, 1957 orbital rocketry, which is about 2.5 years out. Well, not anymore, because I can spend a bunch of money on upgrades. Upgrades, people. Yeah, let's do it like that. And now that's only like 2 years out. Shaved off a half a year. So mid-1956 we can start building our first orbital rocket, which means we'll be a couple of months ahead of the Soviets. Let's see, J7, I'm gonna duplicate it, rename that J8. I'm not gonna bother setting up a mission for it yet, because I don't know what I want it to do. But J7's ready. Let's roll that out. Does J7 have a mission? Film return. 400 kilometers. Okay. J8 will probably be the same, so I can go in and edit that now. I just need to change the number we have painted on it, and it'll be ready. Identical rocket should be able to do the next film return. Those do get harder and harder, but this thing is more than capable. So 8. Save those edits. Alright, this is the J7 rollout. And this one we kind of want to fly it the same as the DJ, the one that went real far. Just 45 degrees by burnout is probably a pretty good goal. Although let's see, how high do we need to go? 150 kilometers, easy, no problem. Surface, let's go. Fire up that engine. Let's notch over 5 degrees, and let's hit program. Alright. That's maybe a little aggressive of a tilt. That's the goal. If we can do that, we're golden. Hitting max Q right now. I don't think there's any way we can this. Yep. Alright. Let's open our fairings about 90 kilometers. Start taking those pictures. And we can stage 2. I don't like how close that booster is, though. I feel like that's gonna come down and hit me. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. Oof. Please just, like, roll over me nice and easy. I think the worst case scenario is we get a bunch of separation and then the drag hits me harder than it hits him and he just goes plowing through me. I don't think it's likely, but I also don't think it's impossible. And I know games hate me. So, yeah. It would be funny. Yeah, it would be pretty funny. If I was good enough at this game, I might set that sort of thing up for content. But I'm not, so it's left to chance. But yeah, no, just, I'm picturing parachute deploys, we're about to come down nice and safe, and then a booster just comes down from the heavens and just... That would be pretty good. Right, let's go fast. I am keeping an eye on that thing, because I do not trust it. Okay. There it goes. Oh, we might hit some debris. What was that? The hell was that? Was that a fin? I feel like the fins would have been the first thing to go. I guess not. Alright. Yeah. I've never had it happen, but I don't think it's impossible if I get like the wrong ejection angle from the booster. That it just comes back and hits me. You know, a sensible person would install separation motors on their booster to, like, you know, push it away so that doesn't happen. I am not sensible. What is that? What the hell? Is that a propeller? What are you? You a fairing? I think this thing is generating lift just by virtue of spinning so fast. What is it? There it goes. In the drink. Okay. There's no debris above us? Okay, good. Alright, let's speed this up. Alright. So we hit 1,000,000 meters? Dang. That's just with the one stage? I do like how the parachutes freak out a little bit when we hit the water. Nope. Gotta be moving slow. Nope. Come on. Let me have it. No? I'm trying to time it so that I'm clicking these buttons like right as I switch direction. Oh no. Oh no. We bounce. Okay, we got it. We got it. Buoyancy is a funny thing in RP1. Makes it hard to recover your craft sometimes. Alright. Recondition that launch pad. We grab another film return. Yeah. 200 kilometers height, 600 downrange. We can do that. First artificial satellite has shown up, though. We're not going to be taking that yet. Don't have the text that I need. Oh, 1952 orbital rocketry. That's this engine will probably be what takes us to the moon. Probably. Alternatively, X-15 cockpit. Inner range comms would be nice, but I think 1958 orbital rocketry is where it's at. Because this will help us with stuff other than the moon. This is genuinely worthless if I can't make it to the moon. So yeah. J8. Text do I have? How am I going for... What is this order that I'm taking text in? Push basic rocketry up to the front, because that'll help my plane. Whereas satellite era material science doesn't really help anything. Avionics prototypes. Nah, that doesn't do much for me. Yeah, I want the 1956-1957 node. And then... yeah. God, this tech tree is just so overwhelming. Like it is nicely organized. Like, you've got all your engines in the middle, crude stuff up top, and electrical and science on the bottom, but there is so much stuff there. Let's get basic rocketry, and then I'm gonna edit the plane. Give it some nice new engines. Yeah, X2 engine is nice. We do lose some of the redundancy. Because I do like having two engines, but having two X2 engines doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Is that it? No, that's to turn the MiG into a rocket plane. I want this one, just one of them. How do I get to that node? That node is so buried. And these are all different tanks, of course. Is that right? That is right. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's pull that engine back. That's nice. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to do? You've just got the one config. Rated burn time, though, is almost 11 minutes. Let's see. You're all gonna need new fuel. So let me just get that settled first. And there we go. So let's see, what's that? A little over 2 minutes. What's your minimum throttle? 17%. Let's round that to 20% to make the math easy. And let's be honest here, I'm never going to hit the minimum throttle because I don't want to turn the engine off. So, let's see. Let's call it, yeah, that'll be about 500 seconds I think we can burn with this. Yeah. About that. How much does this thing weigh? 0.157? Okay, so honestly, we actually shaved weight because this thing is lighter than two XLR11s, for sure. And more reliable, maybe? Fingers crossed? Where do I see that? That's gonna be in this menu. %93% chance to light at 0 data, 98.6% chance to light at max data. And yeah, just overall pretty reliable. I don't think the XLR11 is any slouch though. Let's see, I don't remember which config it was that we were using. It was the RM5. So yeah, no, this new engine is much more reliable. So, less prone to explosions. Let's save those edits. It'll take 56 days to put them into place. You know what? I kind of want to hit another tank in there. Yeah. That'll make the plane heavier, but we've got more power in our engines, question mark. Thrust at sea level, 38 kilonewtons. 38 kilonewtons compared to 26. Well, actually kind of like 50. I don't know, it'll be fine. We've got a thrust to weight ratio of 0.83. Which is pretty solid for a plane. So yeah. Ooh, I do need to check that didn't mess up the balance, though. Yeah, those wings gotta come forward. No, just the wings. You got it? Thank you. I'm just gonna once again check that Ferrum's cool with it. On landing. Air brake. So these numbers are basically all of the math involving my plane. They represent feedback loops and stuff like that. So if the number is negative, we have a negative feedback loop, which means the plane will inherently be stable, because as X happens, Y happens less, is sort of how you gotta think about it. So that's represented by all these green and white numbers. If something was wrong, it would be red. Like, I don't want to move the wings, because I've already worked this stuff out. Alright. The landing gear doesn't hurt it much. And then let's check 10 kilometers going Mach 0.9. I always like to do what I call a Mach sweep, because that basically I'm sweeping through the transonic regime here at about 10 kilometers. So Mach 0.9, Mach 1, Mach 1.1, because air gets a little funny around the sound barrier. So you might run into some problems there that you wouldn't be expecting when your plane flies fine going slower or faster, right? It's just around the sound barrier. Test it for Mach 80. Yeah, we don't like that one. Yeah. What if we're higher up? What if we're at like 50 kilometers? Yeah, no. I'm gonna leave it. If it ever becomes a problem, you can say you told me so, okay? Let's save those edits. Nice cheap engine too. Alright. Oh man, really living on the edge with that. Yeah. I mean, just well, so at Mach 80, a plane would need downforce, not lift, right? Because you need the atmosphere to be pushing you down, otherwise you just leave. You got to invert the wings. It's some dumb shit. Because Mach 80, that's escape velocity. I do love the idea of a plane that needs downforce to fly. That's nice. Let us leave then. Uh, yeah. Alright. This is another camera. So, we've done these before. I'm just gonna kind of rush through it. Alright. Yeah, but presumably you don't take off at Mach 80. You need to get up to that speed. So I'm thinking you have like a normal plane, and then it hits the afterburner, flips its wings upside down. I guess flipping. If I join the crew, will I retire in 10 minutes? No, well, so, let's see, I'd have to hire a new Kerbal on your behalf. Also, I've not been paying attention to this thing. I'd have to hire a new Kerbal on your behalf, so you would have a full career. It really sucks that you retire. Yeah. It beats dying, right? I was not paying attention at all during this launch. But yeah. No, you will not immediately retire. I figured out there's a mod included in this that lets you it lets you rename Kerbals that you hire in the game, so I don't need to go into the save file, which is real nice. Let's get rid of those fairings, start taking some pretty pictures. And I'm gonna wait for us to be pointing like retrograde-ish to stage off the camera. So here we go. For some reason now I'm really paranoid about getting hit by the rocket, so I'd like to be above it. There we go. Can't hit us if it's down there, right? I guess we're gonna have to fly through its debris field. There's no winning here. There is no winning. Yeah, that thing's gonna start picking up speed away from us, though. Because those fins are gonna bite in, and then at that point, it's a missile. Well, I guess it's always been a missile. It's kind of what it is. There it goes. Speeding away as we start to pick up some G's, slowing us down. Do you have the points to join the crew? Because weren't you at like 6.9 earlier? I think it's like 10K, right? Ugh. Man. I have not been sleeping great the last couple of days. I think I'm a little nervous about school starting up. Because I don't know. It's been a while since I've had like some actual commitments, you know? Like, this is basically the first semester that I've been taking a full load of classes since the plague hit. So my study habits are probably all sorts of whack. Alright, come down. Land, you bastard. Land! Do it! Alright. Alright, and the drink. Alright. No, I blew it. God, it is so hard to time this. There we go. Alright. Time is it? 1:45? Not bad, not bad. Alright. Okay, arrows coming up. What was that? That was J8? Honestly, some of these I think we could do with an arrow bee. Like, I think that's doable with an arrow bee. Let's try it. I mean, it's gonna need to be our new beefy arrow bee. But I don't know. I think we do it. Let's grab a new, open, DJ. There we go, beefy arrow bee. We're gonna need to put in a tank. I think those are the only ones we have unlocked. So down to 400 millimeters, and let's call it 150. 150 sounding payload that this guy can hold. Let's give it a paint job that doesn't look terrible. I think that could look good. It's stock black. That's why that looks weird. Okay. It's gotta be stock black. I like that. Okay. Diameter down to 400. Can sink the arrow bee in there. There we go. Okay, and whatever booster will fit that we have unlocked. I guess it's the Aerojet. That's the most advanced one we have. So 5,000. Not bad. 2.6 seconds. Okay. What's the Aero Bee's spin up time? 0.16. Okay. These guys are gonna need fins and a launch clamp. So let's get them those fins. Also, can I repaint this guy? No. So, don't want a trailing edge because these guys are just about drag. There we go. Let's pull that down. Feel like this will be kind of the shape we want to go for. It's just full length of the booster. Maybe pull those in a little bit. How's that? Perfect. And yeah, that'll only help us. These guys probably want to... Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, let's trim them. Nope, that doesn't quite work. There we go. That's pretty good. Good looking fins right there. Alright. Looking good. We need to paint those fins, but no big deal. These guys, your surface will be white. Section will be white. Leading edge will be light gray, dark gray, dark gray. And then you will be orange, orange, and stock black. There we go. I kind of do want to see how well this Aerobee does with a full sounding rocket, or sounding payload. So we're gonna do that. Ooh, forgot. We can up the utilization and then it can be smaller. There we go. 150 units. Thrust to weight ratios are fine. This thing looks good. Let's simulate it. 2453. Let's start it. Let's go. We're not gonna hit orbit today. Looking at the clock, it's not happening. This will be a thing for next week. Yep. All right. There we go. Let's see, a little bit of a wobble, but as we get faster, the fins will dial us in. And let's see. Yeah, I always forget how good this this AJ1052 is. That Aerobee config is pretty beastly. Okay, so with a full tank, it hits 170, I want to say. Let's actually watch the apogee drain down with the drag, though. Yeah, I think we're going to call that 170. Okay. And we can kind of extrapolate backwards. If we put less in there, we'll get higher. So 170 with a 150. So, yeah. This is not DJ1, this is D04. So this will be, the selected part is not attachable. I guess we just save this, because there's no other payload we've put on this. Ship description, 170 km, 150 sounding payload. So we'll save that. D04. 190 with 60. That's easy. There you go. And what was I doing? God, I was doing something. I wanted to tool this. That's what it was. Oh man, can't think. Oh my god. We built this in less than a month. Okay. Yeah. I like my Aerobee. It's pretty good. I didn't even realize it was going that fast. Alright. So Aero will get built first. And then we're getting the prereqs for orbit here. And yeah, actually, I'm gonna get a couple of upgrades, and those are my last upgrades. I put them in R&D, and we're gonna hold off on spending pretty much any more money, or investing any more money, until we have some of these part nodes. One thing I do want to do, experimental rocket planes, we can do that. So let's prep that for air launch. And air launch it. I think we can get away with 300 kilometers. And let's fire this thing off. Fill the tanks and launch. With our brand spanking new engine. Alright. Give me my plane tab. There we go. Alright, first time firing up this engine. Don't fuck me on this. Ooh. This engine's nice. Has a little bit of zip to it. Let's see, what's this contract? It's not the altitude sounding rocket. 400 between 10 and 15 kilometers. God, I need to climb. Alright. I'm gonna turn the throttle way down, because now we're kind of in the regime that we want to be in. As long as we're climbing and gaining altitude, or climbing and gaining speed, I'm happy. Maybe want to decrease the climb a little bit, because we want to hit that 400 right here. I can really cut throttle. throttle as low as I can while still climbing and gaining speed. That's how you maximize your time spent in the supersonic regime. 1, 2, okay, we're still gaining speed there. What is our throttle at? 33%. It's another 240. I'm gonna bring it even more down. Not quite that much. There we go. Still gaining speed even at 24% throttle. I can even go a little bit lower than that. 22%. That's fine by me. Okay. So 70 times 5, that's another 350 seconds. 350 plus 180. So that means we'll get 530, which means we'll be shy about 80 seconds. No, not 80 seconds. 70 plus 50. About 2 minutes off of what maximum is here. I feel like I can just flutter the throttle down a little bit more. There we go, 20%. 20%, we're doing good. So yeah, another 5 minutes, so yeah, 330 was just about right. Let's try to hold around 20 kilometers. I have grown to really like this engine. I never used to use it. I used to just use the XLR11 configs, but you can't beat that burn time. It's really nice. Let's look from in the cockpit. Yeah. Throttle's all the way down. Still gaining speed, doing good. This thing can go a lot faster than it is and has been. We don't really need to prioritize speed. As long as we're over Mach 1, we're doing fine. That's why we can get away with this throttle being so low. Like, we could go for the speed records, but honestly, the science is more valuable to me than the money. Yeah, I don't want to be flying this a lot, because these X-Plane missions take quite a bit of time. Yeah. But yeah, I really can't put the throttle any lower. I think it does min out at 17. So hit 19. I'm not touching it again. I promise. I'm not gonna get greedy. Okay. So another 2.5 minutes of burn. About. Closer to 3. Assuming the engine doesn't crap out, which if yeah, 17.42 hours, this engine doesn't fail. Okay. We could go for crude altitude 25 or speed of 600. Not biting. Just want to get this engine burning as long as possible. 13 kilonewtons of thrust. And just got the notification we're low on LOX. Really wanted to open it up, we'd still have another 20 seconds, but we're not doing that. I'm kind of tempted to go for either altitude or speed. I don't think we can hit up both. Got about another minute left. I don't know. We might. We're not going to hit speed. If I pulled up right now, I might hit altitude. But honestly, I don't see much of a point. We're just going to run out the clock. Actually, I'm gonna gun it and pull up, because now supersonic flight's depleted. So gunning the throttle, pointing up. We hit 600. Feel like I can pull the nose up to 25. That's 25. Okay. Brent just had a little last minute change to the flight schedule. We're not going for 30 because the cockpit doesn't have a pressure seal. Now all we need to do is land. That's gonna be a little bit dicey. Ooh. It's okay. I mean to do everything I'm doing right now. There we go. Just got the nose pointed at the ground. Yeah, Brent couldn't pass up the urge to be the highest and the fastest. Who could blame him? Altitude records are fun, as are speed. Alright. We kind of need to come in doing S-bends. Try to bleed off some of our speed, because, right, this thing's a glider. We only get one shot at the runway. So we gotta be going the right speed when we get there. We can't just, like, turn on our engine and circle back. And if we're going too fast, it is impossible to land this thing. If we're really going too fast, we can shoot past and land in that lake. That's an option. But worst case scenario is just a little too fast. I'm gonna quick save right here, because I know I'm not the best at landing these planes. Alright. Air brake out. And let's bring this thing in. I think we're a little bit south of where we want to be. Let's bring this down to 200. Anything above 200 is just excessive. Alright. Ugh. Looks like we're coming in perfectly straight, I think. Alright. Gonna put flaps out just a little bit. They'll start increasing our drag, increasing our lift too, but I mostly want them for the drag right now. We're going plenty fast for our lift. There we go. Flaps out a bit more. Gear. Remember, I got that quick save. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit speedy. We can float for a little bit. Oh, that was a bad flare. Alright, let's set this thing down. Whoops! Put the nose down a little hard there. Oh my god, we're all the way up here. Let's get the autopilot back on. Not the autopilot, the fly-by-wire. Bring this thing in. Alright. Let's not give inputs in time warp. Let's try that. Alright. Level it off. Alright, from here, let's go. Really don't want to blow this thing up because it'll take another 100 days to build a new one. Yeah. Speed's a lot better this time. Angle's not quite so good. Flaps out. Gear. Putting the gear out a lot earlier this time because, I don't know, felt like I was kind of rushing at the last minute there. Brakes, 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 brakes. Brakes. Are you kidding me? Hang on. The entire vessel's fine, it's just the cockpit that gets knocked off. Alright. I'm gonna eject. Gonna get it close to the runway and then I'm gonna eject. Yeah. Got a call from the tower. There's a problem with this plane. It's gonna have to punch out. Alright. Maybe the rest of the plane will land in one piece? I don't know. So we'll come in like it's a normal landing and we'll just punch out right before the wheels touch the ground. I guess I should have known putting that extra fuel tank in the front and not moving the gear up. That was gonna be problems. But I didn't think it would be cockpit smashing into the runway problems. Let's get that down to like 170. Okay, so... Oh man, I hope I have this thing saved. Coming in a little bit slow on this run. Remember, this thing doesn't really fall out of the sky until we hit the 50s. So Brett's goal is to line it up as nicely as possible, get it low and slow, and then punch out. Maybe the plane will save itself. That is not his job. No, that's not good for the plane. Yep, plane's gone. Okay. Could have put it down in the water, but with the procedural wings, it's kind of a crapshoot. So third flight of the Arrow ends in failure. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And I think that's where we're going to call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna take a quick look at my numbers, see if we're justified in doing a raid. Don't think we are. So, thank you very much for watching today, and I will see you guys later. Bye.